Hey, what's up there, bootstrappers? This is Ryan Nickel coming at you with another quick coaching tip, along with little baby Dorothy. All right, this one's about zebras, and can't you see that wall there of all the awesome ideas we got going on? So this is about zebras and elephants. So I went out this morning real quick to go look at a property, and while out there looking at the property, it was real clear, real evident, really fast that this is not a property that I'm going to be interested in at all. There's no foundation. This is a home built in 1920s, so it's just basically it's a house out there that has a couple of cinder blocks that's just like a bunch of like 2x4s, like chopped up real small and like just leveled out this house, and it's just out there. It's basically on stilts. It's a piece of crap. And looked up in public records, and this guy bought it in 2013, and he bought it for $29,000, and he's out there selling it for $85,000. He put a new roof on it, and there's some it's down to the studs, so it's all studded out, and the wiring is all done, all the electrical. Hey, what's up, everybody? And so I'm out there and looking at the property, and this guy's complaining about everything. He's like, "Oh, you can't do this, can't do that." You're gonna need to wait until I'm done with this, okay? I'll be done in just a minute. And he's just complaining about all these things that are wrong with this property and how he just wants to get rid of it. He's a school teacher, and it's just not, not what he wants to do. And I just straight up, when I asked the guy, I just said, "Hey, if what does your bottom line cost just to get out of this thing, to break even?" He's like, "I'm not looking to break even. It's either $85,000 or nothing." Now, keep in mind, this house is unpermitted. It will not pass any kind of loan specs. There's no way anyone can get a loan on this property. And he was pretty determined about he's like $85,000 or nothing. I'm like, great. You know what? I appreciate your time. Thanks for showing this property. And I walked out. And I was there with another guy, and he was like, he felt bad for him. And so he wanted to talk to him a little bit longer and all these things. And I was like, afterwards, I was like, dude, the guy was pretty firm on his price. He will never get that price. And there's no reason for us to spend any more time with him. He's like, "Yeah, I know, but it's kind of harsh. You just walked out on the guy." I'm like, "No, I politely, excused myself. I said, 'Hey, thanks for your time, man, but I wish you the best. There's nothing we can do with it. At that price, it's not for us.' And, moving on." And the principle at play here is that you have to know who you're dealing with. You see, I'm a zebra. I'm black or white. Yes or no? I know I have stripes. But this guy that I was out there with is kind of an elephant. Elephants come in all shades of gray. And so there's a million ways to be a maybe. And don't have time for that. I was out there with my son, with one of my children, and today's it's a family day. My wife isn't doing well. She's sick. She has the flu. I mean, she's not dying, but she has the flu. So I have all 5 kids with me. Not at that particular time, but I have kids that I have to take care of. And so for me, time is money. And the guy said exactly what I needed to hear, and I moved on. And so when you're out there talking to your sellers, you have to understand exactly who you are and who they are. You can be an elephant, that's okay. You can be a maybe, and you can chase these maybes all day long, or you can be a zebra. You can understand that you live in a world of black and white, and you're just looking for that firm yes or that firm no, and that's okay, whatever one it is, because then you can move on and you know how to proceed. But until then, man, you're spinning your wheels. And so that's this coaching tip for you. As you're going out there and you're knocking on doors, you're talking to owners, and you're trying to get these properties under contract. If you're not firm on exactly what it is you're looking for as far as your criteria, like I've changed my entire business model since the first of the year. We're only into March. 2 full months have passed by, and I completely have gotten crystal clear on my criteria on who and what I'm looking for, and who and what I'm willing to work with. And that has not changed in the last January. I did not know. February, I still was kind of trying to figure that out. The end of February, I knew exactly what that was. And I've been turning deals down now that just no longer fit into my criteria. I'll pass them on to other guys that I know that they might be able to do something with, but for me, no. I know exactly what I want to make as far as my income goals and how I need to do it in this year, in 2018. And I can't spend time with guys that are kind of wishy-washy, that aren't going to come down on their price because, they bought a property they just bought a bad property, and they're trying to pass it off to somebody else and make profit on it. But anyway, so know your criteria, know who you are, know that you're willing to take a yes or a no and move on. And I tell people that all the time. I say, you know what, before I cross your name off my list, is there anything else I can help you with? And that's a definite decision that I've made to incorporate as far as one of my talking tracks when talking to people. I'm not going to waste my time. I used to chase people around. Now, if someone is a hard no, but I know that there's other extenuating circumstances, I put them in my follow-up. But if they're like, no, well, you know, hey, this and this and that, it's all good, man. Go into my follow-up, but that's all good. But like I said, this guy, it'll never be anything else. And walking away from the property, I talked to my partner. I said, hey, man, what do you think about this? He goes, the guy bought it for $29,000. I wouldn't touch it for even that much with all the problems that it has with it. It's either going to be a complete teardown or it's that bad of a property. So anyway, hope that helps you all, guys. Actually, I know it will. I'm Ryan Nickel. Just remember, you guys are one deal away. Just one deal away from changing your entire financial future. And so you got to get firm on what it is you're looking for and what it is you want, and just say no to everything else and just say next and move on to the next until you find what you're looking for. And that's where the paydays happen. All right, guys, I'm going to go take care of my wife and kids and almost a sleeping baby. Not quite. But before I cut off all her circulation, I'm going to go ahead and spend some time with her. All right, cheers. Enjoy your Saturday.